Hey guys, it's Shay and welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm actually been talking about my experience at Pokemon Go Fest this past weekend. It was my first ever Go Fest, so I thought it would be great for me to talk about my experience, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and kind of pretty much what was kind of entailed for this Go Fest experience. I also do want to say though at the beginning that anything that I say about this Pokemon Go Fest is purely my opinion, and by no means do I feel like I'm entitled to anything from Niantic. I'm just talking about my experience and basically kind of what I thought about it. So Pokemon Go Fest, if you guys didn't know, is pretty much a big community day or a big festival. I don't know how a great way to put it, but pretty much it's been happening since Pokemon Go basically came out, and it's each year in July at some point in time. In Chicago, Illinois, they pretty much do a ticketed event where you can buy a ticket online, people fly out to Chicago, and it's basically just a huge bunch of people playing Pokemon Go together. And pretty much what Niantic decides to do usually during that time is that they release certain Pokemon for those ticket holders, and then they probably release that Pokemon later on out to the general public. They also increase a lot of spawns for Pokemon that are super hard to find in the wild, and they release shiny versions of Pokemon that have not yet been released yet. And they also increase those odds too, so you can walk away with pretty much a lot of shinies. But this year, due to everything that's going on, Pokemon Go Fest took place at home, so everyone was able to participate if you wanted to. Basically, the best way for you to do it, or how you did it pretty much, was going to the Pokemon Go app and going to the in-game store and buying a ticket for $14.99. Now that is US dollars. If you're participating somewhere else outside the US, that price may vary. Just want to say at the beginning. So yes, this was a paid event. It was not free. This doesn't mean you couldn't participate. If you didn't have the ticket, you could. You just didn't get some of the spawns that people who had the tickets were able to get. For example, there were spawns of Unknown, which you could not get if you did not have a ticket, Alolan Marowak, Alolan Grimer, and also the washing machine version of Rotom as well. Those were just some of the spawns that were only eligible, or you were only able to see if you had the ticket for Go Fest. If you did not have a ticket for Go Fest, they had other Pokemon that were spawning much more rapidly in the wild that you could potentially catch and get the shiny versions of. Now, gearing up for Go Fest, I did everything in my power to try and figure out what to do. So I watched a lot of Pokemon Go YouTubers videos of Go Fest from the years past. Now, I had seen these videos before, but I still wanted to watch them again just to kind of see what Pokemon Go Fest was kind of like. I mean, like I said, I've never participated before. Every time I did participate, it was just whatever spawns were free or you were able to get if you weren't there. That was the only time I was able to really do anything, which is actually also still pretty cool. But I just wanted to see what it was like. So my mind, what I thought was going to be like, was I was going to be catching a lot of shinies. It was going to be a whole bunch of fun. It's just like the shiny rates were going to be ridiculous. That's basically what I was waiting on. And not everybody got that experience. And I said not everybody because some people had really, really good luck and actually got a lot of shiny Pokemon or Pokemon that they really wanted. And some people didn't have such great luck. So pretty much for both days 1 and 2, there were 2 separate special requests, research that you were able to do that gave you certain Pokemon. So for day 1, they actually had rotating habitats. So they had the habitats of water, grass, fire, battle, and friendship. And they basically rotated twice within that 10-hour period. And then pretty much certain Pokemon would spawn depending on whatever hour it was. And you had your special research that were like, catch 20 fire Pokemon, catch 20 water Pokemon, catch 20 grass Pokemon, and then it gave you a Pokemon after you completed that research. For example, fire gave you Charizard, water gave you Blastoise, and grass gave you Venusaur. And those Pokemon was also actually spawning in the wild as well, but once again, they were only for ticketed people for Pokemon Go Fest. And for day 2, they actually did a Team Rocket Go takeover, which was where you were basically battling a lot of the Team Rocket grunts that pretty much sit at Pokestops, and you were able to catch some of their shadow Pokemon. And they also had special research as well, which actually ended up giving you all the legendary birds as shadow Pokemon, as well as a shadow Mewtwo, which everyone was actually really, really excited about. But also for this day though, there were no rotating habitats for Pokemon. Every Pokemon they basically said was able to spawn on day 1 were spawning on day 2. And the only bad part was that a lot of the Pokemon only spawned if you had something called an instance. And that was basically how a lot of people were able to catch Unknown. They did not spawn in the wild. They only spawned off of your instance. And I have to say, my experience, I did enjoy it. I did have a lot of fun. I do, though, really kind of think that if I had gone outside and walked around, I probably would have caught more of the shiny variants of Pokemon that I really wanted. Not just saying I didn't catch a lot of shinies. I think as a total for both day 1 and day 2, I caught 22 shiny Pokemon. My fiance didn't catch as many, but I did catch a lot of doubles, so I get to trade with him to give him the Pokemon that he really wanted. And I feel like this was something that a lot of people were seeing, though, or were hearing, or people were experiencing. A majority of people were saying that they didn't catch as many shinies that they had at the previous Go Fest if they had participated the year before. For people whom this was their first time experience it, some people had said that they felt that ticket holders should have gotten more, as opposed to it felt like you didn't really get a lot, which I kind of have to agree with. Compared to the other Pokemon Go Fest, I felt like there was so much more that ticket holders were able to experience, but since this was at home, they kind of lowered things a little bit and made it not as like a big experience, or not as big as a difference if you were someone who didn't have a ticket. But granted, I had a ticket, so I don't know what it was like for someone who didn't have a ticket. If you didn't have a ticket for this but you still participated, please comment below your experience. I would love to see what the differences really were. I also know that for people who were in like Australia and in Japan and places like that, were having server issues. Actually, everywhere was having server issues, with some people having lag. I know I experienced a lot of lag on my game. Some people were experiencing where they couldn't log in. So now, because of that, Niantic, I think, is doing a makeup day for those people who are ticket holders, just so that people can, really get the full experience, because it kind of left a really bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. So do I think I will actually do Go Fest again? Yeah, I think I'll probably do it next year. I just hope that they still continue with this doing it from home, and I also wish that they will increase the shiny rates, because a lot of people had also said, including a lot of Pokemon Go YouTubers, that they felt the shiny rates weren't as high as previous Go Fest, which could be true. None of us know what the shiny rates were. People have said they're like 1 in 75, because in reality, a lot of people just weren't getting shinies like how they were at the previous events. Even people that were like walking around outside were saying that it was much lower, and some people were saying that they felt like this should have been like a community day, how you were able to get shiny, and I kind of agree with that. So hopefully next year they increase it. I also hope next year that they do actually continue this whole buying a ticket and you can participate from home, since not a lot of people are probably going to want to travel even after this is over, and some people may not even have the money to travel to somewhere else with everything that's going on. So that's pretty much just what I think about it. I thought it was still a really fun experience. I enjoyed it, even though I was sitting at home for both of those 2 days. I did not really go outside. I didn't want to go outside, actually, to be honest with you, but I did watch a lot of other Pokemon Go YouTubers experience with this Go Fest, and some people did a mixture of staying home one day and going out the other, and some people did have better luck when they went outside and walked around, because they were able to catch a lot more Pokemon and be exposed to a lot more of the different Pokemon. So yeah, I had fun. Like I said, I caught 22 shinies, including a shiny Alolan Marowak. I caught a shiny Quillfish. I caught like a shiny Charmander. I caught some really cool shiny Pokemon that like was actually pretty amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much just what I thought about it. Let me know your thoughts if you participated in Pokemon Go Fest, or if you were someone that didn't have a ticket but still like opened your game up on both those days. I would love to know what your experience was. I would love to know, did you enjoy it? If you bought a ticket for it, would you ever go? Those of you guys who didn't go but might want to next year, I'm really interested to know. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Like I said, I have links below to my social media accounts. I have an Instagram, a Twitter, a blog. So yeah, check me out on there. And of course, please give this video a thumbs up to say that you like it, please. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Like I always say, you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy. And today's day and age, stay healthy and stay safe. All right, you guys.